Dev News for July 2021. My name is Georg Sort. I'm a principal engineer at Findologic and I'm excited to give you latest product updates. Today we'll talk a bit about our API strategy. So we're providing different APIs that enable more flexible integrations of the Findologic products. So I'm selling skis at my demo site. You can see them here. There's a bunch of different skis. And I've built a shopping guide to make this easier for my users to find the right ski. So let's take a look at the shopping guide here. So there it is. So I'm asking a couple of different questions. What are you looking for? Is it for men or women or unisex style? What is your size? What are you willing to pay for the skis? And don't worry about the design. This is a default design, but it can easily be customized. So this is the front-end integration of what the shopping guide might look like. And now we're providing an API so you can build your own shopping guide, making it more flexible, so you can build a custom UI, custom behavior, and so on. So let's take a look at the API specification. We will put the link to the specification in the video description so you can more easily look it up. The endpoint for the shopping guide API is the index.php. And you can see here, there's a parameter called shopping guide, which can be used to target the shopping guide you're looking for or that you want to use in the API. The bunch of other parameters, and in order to target this shopping guide, or let's look at the API response, I'm heading over to Postman since it's a bit more readable there in the output. So I have to fill in a couple of parameters. The first one is the shop key. I'm putting that in here. And then there's the shopping guide. It's called just ski. It's the name of the shopping guide. And for the output adapter to the response type, I want to use, of course, a JSON response. So I'm putting this in here as well. Firing off the request. And you can see it finds a bunch of products. You get a list of the items found inside the shopping guide. So the relevant items, the relevant products for the shopping guide. And there's a bunch of questions. So it's the same questions that we just saw on the front end. So who you're looking for. So what's the target group? Men, unisex, or women. Then the size, you can select different sizes. And it's a long list here. The different prices, so you can pick a budget. And so all the questions that are configured in the shopping guide. Here is the configuration. So all the questions that are configured in the shopping guide are reflected in the API response. So again, here they are. So the display names, how you're calling the questions, who are you looking for, what is your size, and so on. Now back to the shopping guide. Let's say I'm looking for skis for men. So I'll just set the request parameter to filter on skis for men, and this is the attribute called target, and the value is here. The value is men. And so right now without this filter, so unless the user selects the question, we have 162 results. And now I'm setting the filter men, and now you can see the results are immediately reduced. Now it's just 4 results left. And of course, I can change settings for the shopping guide, and the customer login will be available in our new account soon as well. For now, it's in the shopping guide. I can make changes here and say, let's target looking for men, women, or unisex. So let's put in another question, save it here. Gonna take a second. And now if I refresh the response from the shopping guide API, you will see it's immediately reflected there. So let's go down to the questions, and you see, so the display name, the question that should be displayed in the front end is updated immediately. So everything you configure in the customer login around the shopping guide is immediately reflected in the API. Yeah, so that's the shopping guide API. It is available today, or has been available for a while. It's globally available, so you can start using it right away and build your own shopping guide with a custom UI, custom behavior, whatever comes to your mind. Makes for a very easy integration. It's very similar to the search API, so you don't have to build everything from the ground up. And yeah, you can easily build your own shopping guide with custom UI and custom behavior. So the next API I want to talk about today is the API for a linguistic shopping assistant, Lisa. And so yeah, Lisa will provide users with individual skills, again, to help them find the right product, make this very easy and convenient for them. And as an example, again, on the same demo site, besides selling skis, I also want to select backpacks that are suitable for skiing. And let's take a look how this might look like in the front end. So again, I'm on the demo site, this time on mobile, since Lisa is currently a mobile-only product. And I want to look for backpacks. And you can see Lisa is kicking in here on top of the page. And Lisa has decided, based on the product data and user behavior, that a good selection around backpacks is to look around or browse different brands that are selling backpacks. So we have Amplet here, Leaky and Autovox, and I can easily switch between the different brands and get an overview of which backpacks they're selling. So this is what the front end looks like, and in order, again, to make it possible for you to build your own integrations, to build custom UIs, custom behavior, we are providing the data that is required to build such a Lisa front end in the API, so you can build your own integration. Again, there is an API spec for this that we will put the link in the video description. And in this case, the interesting API endpoint is the skills endpoint. So Lisa is revolving around different skills suitable for different user behavior or different targets that the users are looking to achieve in your website. And so there's a skill endpoint. Again, it works pretty similar. I have to put in a shop key, the API key that is provided to you by Findologic. I'm putting that in here. For the endpoint, I want to use search. So Lisa is also available for category navigation, but for this example, you want to use the product search. And I have to put in a trigger. So the trigger in this case is the search query. So what your users are typing into the search box. So I'm going for backpack here. I have to remove a couple of example parameters, and now I can execute the request. And you can see in the response below here, so it's the same data that we saw previously in the Lisa front end. So there's a couple of different brands that are selling backpacks. So again, there's Amplit, Leaky and Orthovox down here. And for every one of these options, Lisa also provides an image URL. So that's an example image to represent this option. In this case, it's a backpack sold by one of those brands. Of course, as I said before, the Lisa API doesn't just work for search, it also works for category navigation, and of course it supports all the other Lisa skills, so that's Refine Skill, Express Guide, and Inspire. So all skills are supported in Lisa API, it supports search and category navigation. So all the data that you see in the Lisa front ends that we provide also are available in the API. So everything you need to build your own Lisa front end with a custom UI, with custom behavior, whatever comes to your mind. So everything you need to do, very flexible integrations of Lisa. The API is currently in beta. We're onboarding select customers. So if you're interested in using this API, get in touch with your customer success manager and we will happily set everything up for you. And of course, always looking for feedback around these APIs. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. As always, we are very happy to hear your feedback around the APIs presented. Let us know if you're missing APIs for other Findologic products. And enjoy your summer, stay healthy and safe, and see you soon.